It's the Ravens and the Jets, and it's all up next.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
To the air again, Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow. Campbell making the catch and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers. Guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Now it's Burrow. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Option play, Burrow holding on to it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Play action. It's Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Jackson now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
To throw is Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson. Jackson, first play, going to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They go play action with Jackson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On third down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's complete to Bolden. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. And sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They go play action with Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use it because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Taking it about the 1. Now Bolden on the return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their 1st quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Running left, it's Hall.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Fielded at the 33. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return.
And the Jets will take over. Another drive coming up for New York's offense.
They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Hall again on 2nd down.
Up to the 15. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They go play action now. Jackson. He finds his target, Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
2 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
And Jackson going to run again.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On 2nd and 11 now.
Jackson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
New York ready to go again offensively. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get it inside the 20, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Dobbins. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Elliott. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story as he was approaching 19 miles an hour on that one. 3rd and goal, Burrow. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Olave from 4 yards out. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
And McPherson on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Option play, here's Hall. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Hall again on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got room past the 30. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow looking to pass. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow, that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Caught by Wilson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And got his man complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's They'll run with Dobbins.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Again, it's Elliott.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets his arm across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Yeah, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Throw right side, Wilson.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. From 3 yards out. And the Jets are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know we watch practice sometimes, and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football. And they're swinging pads at him, and the brooms are out, and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He holds it in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He gets it underneath to Hall.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Jackson. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Dolphins who are out in front in the 2nd quarter. 3 Tua Tagovailoa touchdown passes there. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Quarterback Justin Fields with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting LA Rams. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. Now Burrow on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest.
Guys, dig deep. You're
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Gonna look deep for Wilson.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete to Bolden. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go option to the short side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And New York set to take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Ravens ready to take over. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They run it with Hall off the option.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Logan Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. To the right side, incomplete to Washington.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Burrow will throw. It's a short. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
On On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain well behind.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. Anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it, but this one winds up no good.
And New York set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Burrow, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. To throw again on second down.
Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Chris Olave.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets just continue to roll. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
Yeah, they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Option play, here's Hall.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28.
Give to Hall running right.
And he'll go down right on on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The offense for the Jets ready to take over. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On 2nd down, Burrow.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Now he steps away. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. It's caught. Left side, Bolden.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. To throw is Jackson.
He'll find Bateman once more. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ball again on second down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Calme's a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Pass complete on the out route to Beckham.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Here we go. 12.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
42 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on 1st down and call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they go play action now. Burrow. He finds Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes us up to the 47.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Draw play, Elliott.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
McPherson on for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a Jet touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Jackson will throw again.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Jackson.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opening. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Jets, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.